Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to another edition of Behind the Business. Like I've mentioned, we are taking a little detour and we are featuring the judges that will be at the Chalo Let's Cook-Off, which is happening in Benoni in Fairview. Today we are chatting to Chef Fakie. Hello, Chef Fakie. I do see her. She's joined. So before Chef Fakie joins us, just a quick background if you've missed it. Chalo Kawa, Tasneem Jadwal, in Benoni at the Fairview venue. It's called Chalo Let's Cook. So all you have to do is go onto Fairview's. Oh, there we go. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam.
How are you, Nazrana?
I'm well, alhamdulillah.
So you go on Instagram as Fakie. I'm assuming that means that's your surname?
Gee.
Okay, fantastic. So Chef Fakie, let us just start off with your history. How did you start off with food? Is this a journey like any other where you fell in love with food from the beginning, or is food something that there was a specific thing that made you realize I need to be a chef?
So from a young age, my dad had a few food establishments and a bakery. I think since 1996, and that's when I was just born. So ever since I was born, I was in the food industry, and I really, really didn't like school. So
You
I
didn't
always
like
would
food.
no. So even though I had
This is
homework
the
and stuff
opposite
like
of what I
that,
thought.
see?
I say this is the opposite of what I thought I'll be hearing.
Okay, so so I even though I used to have homework and I needed stuff to do at school, I would just come to the shop and chill here, and I was like, you can say in my comfort zone.
Okay.
So
So when you're saying here, this is dad's bakery then.
G G at my dad's establishments, and I always like I'd see my friends and they're like, "Did you do your homework?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's done," but then knowing the next day at school, it's not done. But and then I always tried new things. My mom and my dad both encouraged me to always make like new dishes. Always get
So you
good
were very
criticism, bad
experimental
criticism.
in the kitchen long
G
before you became professional.
G. Um, I know when we traveled abroad, we saw fried ice cream. It was still not in South Africa at that time, or well, I still didn't know about it at that time. And we tried it out, and it was a flop. It was a mess. The ice cream was everywhere. The oil was splashing because I mean, cold and hot doesn't go, And we just said no, we'll do it again, and we did it again. Still the same. Then I used like a biscuit crumb to check maybe if we crumb it, it was still the same. We've tried many things, and then Alhamdulillah, like we finally got it right. And then that's when I said, you know what, it's you need to learn the basics. And I asked my dad, then I told him like I really like to go to chef school. And that's when I went to
So
chef school.
was the fried ice cream then the inspiration to get a solid foundation? Would you say that was?
Definitely, because the thing is that my dad doesn't give up. So my mom always says like she doesn't like trying new dishes, but my dad, he will never give up. Like even if he does it like 100 times, he will do it until it's done. And then like I realized that I need to learn the basics before I do it. I have to do everything 100 times before I get it done. So
Absolutely.
I then went to we checked a few chef schools out, and I went to CTI8 in Centurion.
Okay.
And I'm in Lenasia. But
Quite a journey.
alhamdulillah, it was difficult. It was 2.5 years. And then the balance of the year I had to do my internship at a hotel.
Okay. So now,
So
while we chatting about this, I think this is something that obviously comes up for doing chef and culinary. Was there an issue with halal and haram, cooking with wine, and obviously with the utensils, etc.?
So, remember when you go to chef school, the ease you have to work with all the products. I did ask them to be halal and to cook halal because I need to taste the food. So also, um, there was a time where they said that I can't, and then I explained to them that how am I going to taste what I cooked if it's not halal? I understand. They said I can use gloves to touch it. I said 100% I can, but then I'm not going to know the flavors because I can't taste it. So they then said, okay, I have to bring it in myself.
Okay.
So remember, then the costs go up. But if um if you're okay with that, then you can go. Well, they allowed me to bring my stuff myself. So I had to. So for that day, they'll tell me, okay, I need like 1 kilo lamb or 3 kilos beef bones or like, and then I had to go and get that myself and then take it
Okay.
to chef school. Where
Okay,
because
and then
when you
is
generally
it still
enter.
tricky because then obviously it means you have to prep all the utensils again. If it's their utensils, you have to make sure that they clean again before using it on your halal meat.
Okay, so the way my chef school worked, I'm not sure of other chef schools, but my chef school, when you enter, then they give you your station. So the first
Okay.
day you go, all chefs will know this. You do a deck scrub. It's the worst, but it's always been done. We do it
Okay.
at least once a month. So the first time when you go, the first day, the first thing is your deck scrub. So it's where you
Okay.
scrub down your entire kitchen, gas bottles, ovens, utensils, scrubbing the floors, all of that, which I didn't think I
Okay,
was
so
gonna
you
do.
were happy that your space is not getting
No,
contaminated by
no,
anything.
definitely not. And also with the deck scrub, I've never, because maybe I was like young at that time, so I thought, oh, it's gonna be all that chefing on TV. It
Yeah.
really wasn't. I mean, getting down on your knees and scrubbing the floors is what you need to do first.
No, we don't hear that in a hurry ever.
Please. So when they
That's
said deck scrub, I was
good.
like shocked.
And then tell me the alcohol, did they accommodate? Because I'm sure a lot of recipes, do contain alcohol, and the show that we have is obviously open to both Muslim and non-Muslim. Was it tricky for you to substitute non-alcoholic when there was a specific recipe that required certain alcohol drinks or something like that?
So there was times where the recipe would call for alcohol, and sometimes, like example for flambe, you need alcohol to flam the dish, but I worked around it. I made sure I checked other ways to do it, so it wouldn't be that my dish is boring because I can't
Like
do
the alcohol.
alcohol. So
Yes.
I tried many different ways, and Alhamdulillah, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't work. But
Hmm.
obviously, I was in chef school; it was still trial and error.
Hmm.
I didn't need to be perfect until it was my exam time, and then I needed to know that the stuff I do now needs to be done properly.
It's gonna, yes, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So something I think would be good to mention is that yes, it is open to both Muslim and non-Muslim participants. And you've heard from Chef Fakie that it is possible for you to alter your recipes to suit this specific competition. The Chalo Let's Cook competition will obviously be hosted halal. So the food is sponsored by Halal Butchers. There will be no alcohol involved. So if there are non-Muslim participants that would be interested in it, please do touch base with Chef Fakie, ask her some tips prior to or whatever the case might be. But on that day, you did meet.
So also, I don't know if you've seen on my page, we did a come dine with me, because there was no like halal competitions and stuff. We just did it amongst family, and you see like there's also in one of the episodes where they phlegm like a powder. I can ask them what did they use. So on the dish when they served us ice cream, they flamed like something, and then it made a flame. It was fire. You could see the fire. So it's not
Okay.
only with alcohol do you light up something. I mean, there's other ways. And even if you check, if you like do research, you'll find that there are many other ways that you can flame something.
So we
Or
got a comment
flavor-wise,
here
there's
from
essence.
Culinary Vlog by Z. She sent a message to say, looking forward to meeting you. Inshallah, that will be lovely. So tell us, Chef Fakie, must we call you Chef Fakie or must we call you Nizrana? What do you prefer?
I prefer Chef Fakie, thank you.
Okay, that's fine. So, Chef, tell me, as a chef and being a judge on Chalo, how did this journey start?
Okay, so when I saw this halal, the first halal competition that's actually so big, like I'm
Mhm.
sure there are many competitions, but that's not so big. If you understand what I'm saying,
Yes,
um, I was amazed. Like like telling my parents and my siblings that it's amazing that like Tasneem Jedwood could actually take so much of time to make like the first ever big halal competition. And I'm
yes.
hoping
And
there are
it's been a
many
passion that
participants.
she's always wanted, Alhamdulillah.
See?
It was a passion of hers that she always wanted to bring to life.
Okay. Okay. Alhamdulillah, it's amazing. And also I'm hoping there's lots of participants because always people ask like about, when they watch Chopped, they're like, uh, like, have you ever been on Chopped? But it's so like it seems far, but this one's actually here, and I'm hoping there are many
It's in
people
your
that are
heart.
taking part.
So, how
Also,
did you become a judge? How did that happen?
so Tasneem Jedward messaged me and asked me if I'd like to be a judge.
And what was your reaction? Tell us, like, what went
Yeah,
through your
that's what
mind
I'm
at
saying. I
that
was
moment
amazed
when you
because
read the message?
yeah, firstly, to judge like all halal food, like you said, it's gonna be halal. So it's not gonna be like I can't say like sorry, it's not I can't have this. I'm gonna be able to taste everything. I'm looking forward to tasting many different dishes, many different uh like people's different ways of cooking,
And ideas. Yes.
ideas, their ways of expressing their love. Because remember, food is love. You
Food
only
is
make
love. I
food if
love
you
that.
yeah. So
So
um
Shafaki, so many people obviously would be intimidated because you are a professional chef. You hold an Instagram page. This is a little way of them getting to know you, getting to see what Chef Faki is about. But do you have any tips, for contestants that might face you as a judge? So for the contestants that are coming through, is there a specific way to, wow Chef Faki? Is there a way for you to, or something in a dish, if you look at it and you'll say, I like this, 10 points to this
so
person, or,
so let me tell you. So even though like some people will be like they can't enter the competition because we can't keep up with Chef Faki, for example, it's
yeah,
not. Because even if you take a basic chocolate cake, right? You can make a disaster of it, or you can make it the best chocolate cake ever.
yes,
So what I look for is always like good flavor. So even though you're saying, "Oh, I'm just coming with a chocolate cake," it's not. If your chocolate cake's on point, then we know. You know what? You took your time, your effort. Everything's on point. Your icing is on point. Your cake's on point. The way you presented it is on point. Um, we're looking for new ideas. So if you maybe did something fancy to your chocolate cake, for example, made a chocolate rose or, stuff that we can see, you actually took your time and you presented as the best
yes.
chocolate cake there is. So it's
So
not
you would
necessarily,
think what the most important thing is you need to see effort in
yes,
a dish.
100%. Like it's not where, you can say, oh, it's just a chocolate cake that you can buy at the bakery because they all taste different. We're looking for
Yes,
the best one there is. And that's what you
right.
need to present to us.
Okay. And then on the flip side, though, Chef, what would you say is a complete no-no? Something that would put you off. Like if you saw that dish presented to you, you'd be like, oh no. What would
So,
bring Chef Fakir's oh no face? What is that gonna bring?
okay, so Um, so you can say, okay, so one thing I really, really dislike, and maybe some people won't even agree with me, is sushi. Like, I can
Oh,
never find myself.
I love sushi.
I can never find myself eating like a raw taste. So I went once with my group of chef friends because they were like, it's impossible, you don't like it. Then they show you how to breathe with your mouth open or chew with your nose, whatever it is. I hate it. I can never, I just can't. I always, I look at people and I'm like, why? Maybe they don't like it. They're just eating it because of Instagram. They're like, no, they actually do
Oh,
like it.
it's delicious. I really thoroughly enjoy sushi. And I
Okay.
even bought myself a sushi kit to attempt it at home. It's,
Okay.
initially it was very daunting because, yes, the fact that the fish is raw, I think that's what freaked me out in the initial phases of when I got introduced to sushi. And then I
Okay.
started off with vegetarian sushi only, where you
Oh,
only like the cucumber, rice, and seaweed,
okay.
whatever. And they said, okay, but try with the shrimp because the shrimp is not so bad. So then I tried the
Okay.
shrimp, and then they said, okay, now it's time, just dive all in. And I still can't eat those big chunks of salmon steak and that I won't do, but I do enjoy the sushi. And then, chef, you have to try the latest trend in the sushi is the fried sushi. So
So
they
I
do
tried
everything,
that. I
and you're
tried
okay
that
with
like not a long time ago, maybe like 2 weeks ago. But there's still something that's in there that's like very like fishy. Like I don't know. I can't. I'm gonna try it
it.
again.
Okay, so chef,
I'm
we got
hoping
the
I
no sushi, right? Do not present sushi to Chef Fakie. Please,
don't.
ladies, do
Please
not.
don't. And
Ladies and
also,
gentlemen.
we went currently on we went recently on like a girls trip. So everyone ordered eggs Benedict at the hotel. And I called the waiter like quietly because I knew I was going to be judged because I'm a chef and I don't eat raw fish. And I'm like, can you please ask the chef to just turn my salmon once on the griller? And she's like, no. I'm like, okay, don't say it loud. I just wanted her to just turn it just once. Just put it in the pan and take it off. Not even a second, just so I know in my mind it's not raw. And then when mine came, it was obviously less colored as the others because theirs was raw and mine was cooked. And they're like, why does yours look like this? I'm like, you know what? I had to order it cooked. And they were all like judging me on the table. And then they're like, just try ours. But I couldn't. I really, really couldn't. I don't know what's it about it. Like I don't
Yeah,
like a fishy like smell or even like
yes,
chicken. You get like I don't know how to say this, but when you eat in chicken, sometimes you get that chicken smell.
right.
So that puts me off bad. Like if I get that
Would
smell,
you,
it just
would you, can I safely say you like your steak well done as well?
no. So steak not, because there's no like smell to steak, if you can get what I'm saying.
Okay.
Just
Yes.
chicken and fish, it's just a disaster. But anyway, if it's well cooked, I love it. Wednesdays, my mom knows it's curry khichdi and fish day. Like no matter what, my sister's like every day you eat it, every Wednesday you eat it, but it's fine because I like it. So that's what I'm saying. Stuff I like flavors that I like. I really look forward to seeing new ideas with it. But also, like, I don't want you to try something new and then it's a disaster.
Yeah.
So for the auditions, maybe you should do something you're comfortable with
Yes.
and you
Ladies,
know
keep it
well.
simple. Keep it easy. I think, I was chatting to one of the organizers and she mentioned to me, make it clear to our viewers and possible entrances that it's so simple to join. And exactly what you said, Chef
Yes,
Aki, you can join with your chocolate cake as
yes,
long as that chocolate cake's on point. I think for the audition, exactly what Chef Fakie is mentioning here is really important. Don't experiment for your audition.
yes,
Your
no,
experiment stage will definitely be coming through during
yes,
the competition. Do something is
no,
loved by your family, something
yes.
that you love to cook. Chef, you said something something so beautiful in our interview. You said cooking is love. And I love that statement, because that is something that you guys as judges and the people who will be handling the audition, they want to see the love. They want to see that you love what you're presenting. And as Chef Fakie mentioned, you want to see effort. You want to see something simple. Any other advice before we cut you off from this interview?
Yeah, so I just wanted to mention also that when it's time where you actually in the finals or like near the finals, then to experiment is fine. But now I think you should just stick to basics. It's not that bad. Also, like before I came on this interview, everyone's like nervous and stressed. I don't think it's so bad, even though I'm a qualified chef or I've done training at the best hotels or things like that. I'm not going to obviously expect someone to be on the same page as like someone that has an award
Professional culinary
yes,
degree.
no.
So yes,
We're looking
absolutely.
at anything nice, anything that
The
you make
competition
at home.
is open to the ladies of the kitchen, gentlemen of the kitchen.
And
If
the
you have a
gentlemen.
passion for cooking, you actually cannot enter if you do have culinary or chef
Exactly.
background. So please don't feel intimidated. We've met Chef Fakie now. You're so bubbly and so funny, and we're going to get you to eat sushi at some point.
Okay. And I'm looking forward to meeting everyone. I know someone said they're looking forward to meeting me. I'm also looking forward to meeting a lot of new people, a lot of people that maybe know me. It's just going to be an amazing time. I'd really like to thank Tasneem Jedward for taking her time and doing this amazing competition. It's just amazing that there's actually a halal competition where all Muslims, inshallah, and non-Muslims can take part, but also enjoy the freedom of having all halal products, all products we're allowed to touch and allowed to use without being too minded, like, did I touch something wrong? Must I wash my hands? It's really amazing. I also like to
you're
thank
always
you for the
walking on
time.
eggshells.
Gee. So I
Yes,
also like to thank you
Chef
for taking your
Fakie,
time
thank
and
you
making me
so
comfortable.
much. Sorry, what were you saying?
I said thank you for taking your time and making me comfortable. I was really nervous before.
Oh
I'm
no,
okay.
I'm so glad. You know what, ladies? That is exactly it. Chef Fakie is telling you guys, I was nervous to come on the live with me. So that is it. If you're nervous about coming up on a public platform, there are wonderful people there that are going to make you feel at home and comfortable.
Yes.
There are cameras that will edit all the wrong scenes out, keep all the funny ones in. Just come out there and enjoy
Yes.
yourself. Don't be
100%.
afraid.
No.
Come out.
And
Everybody starts off somewhere. I was also not a public speaker. This is your first live, am I right?
Yes. I don't ever
And you smashed it. You smashed it.
Thank you.
And
don't ever think, you can't don't ever think like you're not good enough. Just remember, if you like the item you made or the product you made, remember we will all like it. If there's bad criticism, take it. You're only gonna become a better person. You're only gonna do better at the dish. But I feel if you didn't enter and if you're really two-minded, please take it on. It's amazing. It's a good way to start.
Inshallah. Jazakallah so much for those ending words. They're really, really going to help many. And Chef Fakie, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for letting viewers get to know how funny you are and how easy you are to just talk to. Thank you for the tips on no sushi as well. I'm sure they will appreciate that. And inshallah, till we meet in person, it was very, very lovely to chat this way. Jazakallahu khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.